This is what happens when people pretend to know what they're talking about. This is what happens when people think they're smart. This is what happens when they take naive people and try to manipulate things. Because most people would look at, especially this beginning clip, and go, oh, wow, TYT is right. When, no, they aren't. Because facts.
There were other discussions that were had during this interview, particularly about the Mueller report. I really enjoyed this exchange, so let's take a quick look.
I have a phony.
It's funny. They make fun of Trump for messing words up, and there she is, messing up a word.
Witch hunt, which is just a phony pile of stuff. Mueller comes out, there's no collusion, and essentially a ruling that no obstruction, and they keep going with it. You know what? People are angry about it.
I don't think that's what he found, but we don't have time for that now. We'll talk about that
is
later.
What he found. Excuse me. He found no collusion, and he didn't find anything having to do with obstruction because they made a ruling based on his findings, and they said no obstruction.
He didn't examine collusion. He laid out evidence of obstruction.
Oh, are you trying to say now that there was collusion, even though he said there is no collusion?
He didn't say there's no
He said no collusion.
He said he didn't look at
George,
collusion.
the report said no collusion.
Did you read the report?
Yes, I did, and you should read it too.
I read
Come on, let's go.
Let's go. Well,
You should read it too.
I love how he just walked out of the car because he got uncomfortable.
No, that's probably not. That's not why he walked up the car. They were going somewhere. He said, "Come on, let's go." He wasn't walking out, leaving the man. They were going.
The Mueller report, which Trump obviously didn't read because he doesn't like to read, did not clear
Which obviously you didn't read because you don't like to read.
him of collusion. The Mueller report focused on conspiracy and
You want to know why that is? It doesn't clear him collusion? Well, yes, it does. First of all, it says there's no legal definition of collusion. There's no legal thing in collusion where it's illegal or anything. It's about the vernacular. There's conspiracy, so that's why he said they looked at conspiracy. Because that's the only laws that they can look at, because there's, once again, no laws with the legal definition of collusion. So, yeah, he was cleared of collusion. So it's basically the same thing, but a different word. Conspiracy. Conspiracy. He conspired against the U.S. He colluded against the U.S. government. Come on now. It's literally just a vernacular. It's words with the same meaning. Are you retarded? This is, you sit there, some people will sit there and go, oh, yeah, he's right. He said but then you sit down and think about it and go, wait a minute, why is TYT being so stupid? Conspiracy and collusion are basically the same word. And the only reason why he said conspiracy is because, as he says, there's no legal law where they make a legal definition of collusion.
indicated there was not enough evidence to find Trump guilty of conspiracy.
So yeah, he's not guilty of conspiracy. So he's also not guilty of collusion. Dumbass.
Right? So collusion is not what Mueller was specifically referencing.
And once again, the reason for that is because there's no legal definition. It's not like he just ignored collusion. No. Conspiracy is what he had to look. He had to look at the legal definition for conspiracy because there's no legal definition for collusion. But collusion and conspiracy is they're basically the same thing. Don't believe me? What is the definition of collusion? Secret or illegal cooperation or conspiracy. Collusion is literally conspiracy. What the fuck, man? Like I said, it's schemes to manipulate. They sit there and they seem smart if you don't have a brain and you don't think and you don't question it. But if you question it and you sit there and you think, then, well, they are clearly wrong. That's all I gotta say here. Another short video.